talk about Jasmine Crockett. She's running for the US Senate, and her ad is pretty hilarious. It's just a video of Donald Trump calling her a low IQ person on repeat, which I'm not sure is the best strategy for her, the best PR strategy. I think everything that I've seen, people are saying I agree with the ad. But she says that Mamdani's victory in New York City has shown her that she can win Texas. Listen to this.
Let me tell you something. Mandami has not backed down whatsoever from his rhetoric against the president. In the Oval Office, he stood there and he said what he said about him being a fascist, yet he was able to win those voters. So Democrats that believe the only way that you can win is by being soft and sounding like a Republican, that is not true. What people are looking for are people that are tough and are fighters and are going to fight for them.
Jeff, what are her chances?
Well, on my show, Ringside Politics, we do an award every year called Turkey of the Year. And Jasmine Crockett was our winner for 2025 as our Turkey of the Year. She is an embarrassment. She's a joke. I'm sorry, she is low IQ. I think the president is right about her. She doesn't understand this is Texas. We're talking about the Lone Star State. We're not talking about New York City. We're not talking about Vermont. Okay, someone with her ideology, which is extreme left wing, is not going to win a Senate seat in the great state of Texas. What this is a grift. What this is a way for her to make some money. She already has problems with her condo dues that she's not paying, and obviously some bills that are stacking up. So this is a way for her to fill her coffers a little bit. She's not winning. And I think the more we focus on her, the better it is for the Republicans.
Josh, what do you make of this? I want your reaction. And I'm sure we've mentioned this before. What does it actually say about the Democrats?
Yeah, Jasmine Crockett is not just low IQ. She might be the lowest IQ member of the U.S. Congress in my entire adult lifetime. I barely even know where to begin when it comes to this woman who seemingly came out of nowhere as recently as like 2 years ago. I'm not even sure that I had heard of Jasmine Crockett. At this point, Gabrielle, what I think she's trying to do. She's trying to kick out Ayanna Pressley, Massachusetts, in the squad. So the squad is AOC, Ilhan Omar, Rashida Tlaib. They're basically the John Lennon, Paul McCartney, and George Harrison there. She's trying to replace Ayanna Pressley to become the new Ringo Starr of the squad, basically. And I guess in order to become a rising star in the far left, the Democratic Party, you have to actually sound really stupid. So, for instance, the way that Jasmine Crockett talks, a lot of people don't know this. That's actually not how she naturally talks. Jasmine Crockett was educated at very elite private schools. She knows how to talk like a normal human being, but she puts on this oh, I'm just like off the street kind of vibe there again, because it's all part of the act. But whatever whatever the absurd parts about her public persona is, it pales in comparison to her actual public policy proposals. Just to give you one example, earlier this week, there was a clip that was going viral, at least in my social media feeds, of Jasmine Crockett calling for a tax reprieve, just calling for a cessation of taxation on black people, which he says will be a way of doing reparations for black people due to slavery. I can't think of possibly of why that might not be a good idea. Oh yeah, I can think of literally like a million reasons as to why that is a grossly immoral, horrifically irresponsible, and utterly atrocious and egregious public policy idea. It's appallingly racist, but it's the way that she thinks. It's the way that she
Yeah.
is hardwired, because she is hardwired to say the most extreme clickbaity stuff imaginable that will get all sorts of plaudits in her left-wing blue-checked echo chamber, but have no resemblance whatsoever to the sentiments of the American people. Jeff is totally right. Texas is still Texas. I lived in Texas for 4 years. I know the state of Texas pretty well. They're not going to fall for this garbage next November.
You know,